Hi, sixth grade, it's Mr. Schultz here. I'm going to show you how to start your shield. So you need 2 pieces of equal sized paper. So I have 2 pieces of computer paper. You're going to take one, you're going to fold it in half very carefully, hamburger, so your paper looks like this, okay? And you're going to take that and you're going to cut it in half. It's going to give you 2 pieces of paper, right? You only need one. You're gonna fold that one hot dog. Kind of like when you're little and you're making hearts. Okay, this will help the symmetry thing. So I'm gonna be aware that I wanna use most of my space. I want this to be as wide as possible. So I'm gonna draw the bottom of my shield at the bottom of my paper. And then the top, I'm gonna make it a little fancy. Let's say, all right, so here's my shield. I'm gonna cut that out on my line. Make sure you make the center of your shield the fold line, by the way. Okay. So now I'm in my shield shape. Yay! Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm either going to glue it to the center of my other equal sized paper or trace it. So I'm gonna choose to trace it. I'm gonna put it in the middle because I'm gonna need room to put my helmet at the top, my scroll, and my supporters on the sides, right? So I'm using pen, but you are gonna use pencil, right? And you're gonna draw nice and light. You can always go back and make it darker later. But I would say nice and light, that way when you start to do your color and everything, it's not gonna interfere. And let's say you want your helmet to go into the top and your scroll to go over the bottom and still see some and have your supporters coming in. Nice and light. All right, so I traced. Now I'm gonna look at my sketch. So here's my sketch. Remember my sketch? I'm gonna draw my parting of the field. So in the middle, I had a bar that had the wheat for America. I'm gonna draw that bar in the middle. And then the bottom, I went right down the center and then kind of halved it on both sides. And the top here I had it divided in about 3s. So notice I am using a ruler. You should use a ruler too, please. All right, so that looks like my sketch how I had it parted. The other thing I'm asking you to do this week is your cadency. So cadency is your birth order. I'm firstborn. And that always goes in the top left. I'm gonna draw that out. Now notice I'm not taking up my whole square, right? Or rectangle, really. All right, firstborn. And then you can start to draw your charges in here. Then the following week we'll do the next steps, like the helmet and the scroll. And then the next week we'll do supporters. So it's gonna take like 3 weeks to do. So try not to do everything now, spread it out. All right, so to recap, 2 pieces of paper the same size. I use copy paper. Fold 1 in half hamburger. Cut it in half. So you got 2 pieces of paper that look like this. You're gonna fold that in half. Hot dog, so it's nice and long. You're gonna relive your making Valentine heart days. Make a shield shape. Make sure not to cut off a lot of the sides. Make sure you get the edges of your paper like I did. That gives you your shield shape. You're gonna either trace it or glue it onto your second piece of paper. Look at your sketch. Do the parting of the field, which means making your spaces. Do your cadency, what born child you are. and then start to put in your charges. And again, the next week, you still have time to do more charges, helmet, scroll, that kind of stuff. So do not do everything at once. All right, Zoom me, email me, however I can help. Bye.